Good morning. Sorry I took so long to get back in. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm still learning this thing. Let me know if the AV is good. We got Paul. We got Jim Fish and Jim Paul, and who was it? Paul came in first, then Jim. Hey, Raisin, good to see you, buddy. He says here, it's a miracle is here. Well, I'm glad you made it. It's good to see you. Hey, Brenton, Aquatic Moose. I'll tell you, I got you. So, yeah, that's one thing we're going to discuss on this stream here this morning. Good morning. Well, let's do this. Been up for a couple hours on board. Oh, glad I could have you in here and give you something to do. So I don't know if you all saw my post or not, but I was getting some input on a couple different designs. One had a tiger barb and one had a pleco. There was a lot of almost a 50-50 mix. I think the tiger barb was the winner at the end of that post. I have to go back and count to be sure because it was close. Recently changed my channel icon to that tiger barb one because I actually had them professionally done, and Jose, the Joy of Fish Keeping, helped me do that. And to get a word on Jose, he's gone above and beyond to help me with this. When I was asking him about it in a stream, we got each other's number, and he contacted me personally, and he said, hey, man, I know a guy. Let me see what I can put together. And not only did he put something together, his attention to detail is fantastic. He was a huge help. And those are the two I decided on, but lots of options. Once you pay for these guys to make these, they're yours, and then he sends you the files, and you can do whatever you want with them, manipulate them, change things. Well, I didn't want to spend a fortune, right, on stickers. And the first price tag, when it was all said and done with adding and removing stuff, was like $280. I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money. I got to save my money to fix this 300-gallon, right, as you all know. So the last thing I want to do is drop $280 on stickers. So I changed some things. I got it down, and I said, well, how about we just get rid of the pleco and go with the tiger barb. Tiger barb is one of my favorite fish. It seems to be the winning choice from my post. And he said, well, we already made it. And so what he did was he went ahead and said, we're going to keep it. And he paid for the pleco stuff because the guy already made it and he didn't want to go back, and it was already completed. So he's literally paying for that side of the sticker and giving it to me as a gift. So, I mean, what kind of people do that? I tried to talk him out of it, wasn't comfortable with it, but he went ahead and paid for the pleco side of the stickers. So I'm still getting I'm getting 100 roll of stickers. 50 of it is going to be the tiger barb version, and the other 50 is going to be the pleco version. But what's cool about it is I have the files and I can change and do whatever I want. But I'm pretty content with the tiger barb one. As you can see, Aquatic Moose, she's voting for the tiger barb one. So yeah, I couldn't believe that he was willing to pay for that, just so I could have both. And of course, he's going to keep a couple of them before he sends them to me once he gets them. But I do have to get them paid first. I'll get that going. So I thought that was really cool. Jose over there at Joy of Fish Keeping. What a nice guy. So appreciate you, Jose. If you see this, shout out to you, my friend. And if you don't know the Joy of Fish Keeping and you're not subscribed to him, he's a beautiful person. He prior to that, he sent me that plaque that he made, and I showed you guys. And he's very knowledgeable fish keeper, been doing fish a long time. So if you don't know Jose over at the Joy of Fish Keeping, go sub to him. He's a great man, works 2 jobs, works hard, and loves his family. So show him some support. I wanted to get that right out of the way at the very beginning because I wanted to make sure I had most people in here so I could share that story. So you might notice on my channel, I've already replaced my icon to this new one. I may keep my old one as my icon an avatar, and my plan is going forward, once I get these stickers, is to anytime I do giveaways, I'm going to throw a sticker in. I'm going to give you a choice of the Pleco and the Tiger Barb before I do it, and that's what I'll throw in, because that's something everybody does. I have never had stickers on my channel, and I'd like to send them out and get them to you. So, and it's not just giveaways. I can just send some stickers out to people who might want them too. I haven't got them yet. So let me know in chat who might be interested in some stickers. And you can see both of them on that post that I put out. Lots of interaction on that post, lots of comments, and a lot of fun with it too. So let me know your thoughts on that. Let me remove this. Well, if I delete it, am I going to mess myself up? I got to learn this platform a little bit more. So how is everybody today? Let's see. Moose, it's good to see you around more often. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed you've been coming in my streams and other people's streams a lot more often. That's cool. Hey, Tara, good morning. How are you? AV's good. Same, Swiffle's in the house. For some reason, a Pleco sticker makes me think Pleco only. Just check that post out. Well, I can bring it up. You want to see it? I can. You guys don't have to go anywhere. I'll bring them up right here. I already did it once. Add image. So here is the Tiger Barb one. This is my new channel avatar. Johnny No Shoes. Good to see you, buddy. Brent, yes, he is solid dude. Very nice. Wanted to share that story with him. He did not have to do that. He went above and beyond helping me with this whole process. I did not expect this kind of support from him. Jim, you want a sticker? Well, so here, Jim, there's this one here. Hey, P-Tag, good to see you, buddy. And these stickers are professionally done. These are high quality stickers. They're not just cheap stuff that was done. These images that he had to use, what he called, they had to be vectored. And when they're vectored, you can use and do a lot more things with them, and they look a lot more high quality and professional. Swift says, question of the day, how to clean water stain from tanks. Tried vinegar, barkeeper's powder. Well, it sounds like you've done all the tricks, Swiffle. Been there, done that. The only other thing you could try, which I don't think would work, is a vinegar water mix. Just go a little bit heavier on the vinegar. Instead of a 50 mix, maybe bump that up a little bit and try a scraper in combination with the vinegar. If you're talking about getting stain off silicone, I don't think that can ever happen, but if you have stained glass, that vinegar might help. Oh, very cool. Vinegar and a razor blade, yeah. That's exactly what I say. Okay, you like the Tiger Barb? I'm going to bring up the Pleco next. And okay, Jim likes the Tiger Barbs. So let me bring up the Pleco one. Now, keep in mind, I can play with these. If you don't like the aquatics on this one is a little bit of a darker maroon color, I can make it all red too. And there's your Pleco. Now, I wanted to put the Pleco on here that has always been my channel icon, my avatar. It's the darker common Pleco, which happened to be my very first Pleco years ago. But the guy couldn't find that kind of a Pleco with a vectored image, so he had to go with this one here. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody seems to like the Tiger Barb one the most. I had a lot of votes for the Pleco one too, though. I was going to say, hey, let's add my social media icons in like Jose did with his. But when you start doing that stuff, that price gets pretty expensive. I mean, it jacked it up to like $280. I just don't want to spend that much on stickers. So it came down to these two with no socials. And that's what we're looking at. So let me know what you think of the Pleco. I was playing around with these stickers last night a little bit, and I can show you what I did there. I like the Pleco one, but okay. So Branton, he went the Pleco one. I think this is well, I don't even know what kind of Pleco this is. Maybe a high fin. I got knowing need to head out. Cold weather make me lazy. All right, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. Try the vinegar, buddy. Tiger barbs are not great, but that's my personal. Oh man, Brandon, I love my tiger barbs. I've had them for years. That's a fish I always keep around. I don't have a lot of aggression with them. Now they do fight with each other and chase each other a little bit, but you know, you get a big enough school of them. I never have issues. You got to have a large enough school. You got to have sight breaks. You got to, don't keep them hungry. You don't want them hangry. Feed them high quality food. Provide, you don't have to add a dither fish. There's other ways of doing it, like adding a power head. Power head provides distraction, gives them something to do. Now, I haven't been running a power head in my tiger barb tank for a long time, but that's just another trick you can do to reduce aggression. But I really don't have a lot of issues out of these guys. Even when I add new ones, I'll add 6 at a time. Of course, I monitor them through a QT session for a little bit before I add them, but then I add them in 6 at a time. I really don't have any issues there. Plecker sticker makes you seem like the only thing you do with this Plecos. I don't know why it makes me think. I got you, Swiffle. So that's that one. And then I was messing around and doing some cool things with these stickers last night in bed. I was doing stuff like this. Whoops. Where I added the social medias on it like that myself. I added, like, it makes it look like down below here, if you can see this like white stuff dripping off the sticker. I did all this through InShot. So I did that. I was messing around with things like this. Boom. The Tiger Barb one is my favorite too. That is why I changed my icon to it. So it seems like everybody likes for the most part, the Tiger Barb. But I do have those files, and I can mess around and print some out myself. But I do have a thermal printer. I don't know if it does stickers or not, or I have to get certain kind of rolls of paper for that. But hey, you like that one? Brandon likes this one. I was actually messing with that and trying to make it a banner on my channel, but I couldn't get quite everything I wanted to get in that banner. But super excited for these to show up, and then I can start giving out stickers, and because I got a lot of your guys' stickers on my cart and things like that, so I wanted to be able to do my part. Well, here's a guy that never comes in. Hey JT, good to see you, buddy. It says make news. Colonel use both. What? Make new. Use both. Well, I will have both. I got both coming to me. Like I was saying, I got 50 of the Tiger Barbs coming and 50 of the Plecos coming, because it was so close of a pick. Everybody liked both of them. The Tiger Barb was the winner, but I said I was going to go to the Tiger Barb because of the cost, but Jose decided to pick that cost up as a gift. So I still have both coming. I'll have 50 Tiger Barbs, 50 Plecos, so you guys can actually pick what you want. Good to see you, man. JT Keeping Fish. And this sticker thing was kind of like the main part of this live stream. Talk about those and see what everybody's thoughts were. High quality H2O from a glacier. So P-Tag and Happy Place Aquatics is at a fish swap today, I think he said. Yeah, they're at a fish swap today. They're holding hands and walking to the bathroom together, going to the fish swaps. So, wow, very nice logo. I want a logo like that for my channel, Life Lessons Aquatics and Life Lessons Crew. 23rd anniversary of my mom passing. Yeah, I think that was about time. It's been over 2 years. It was about time to get myself a stickers. And I didn't know. Yes, I can take a picture and go to any local place and have them print some stickers off. But that picture is a picture from a phone, an old phone that I made. So the quality isn't real good. And I know that already before I started this because I have Teespring store. It's linked to my channel. And you can go in there and create things, and you can create stickers in there. And I created the stickers. I've got one. I think it's over here on this side. Or I put it somewhere else. Oh, I know where it is. But the quality isn't as good because it was just a picture taken from my phone. These stickers are actually high quality. Yeah, I recommend getting a hold of Jose, or he can get you in contact with his guy. This guy is actually lives in Mexico, and but he also has a nephew that does this stuff. Get a Jose if he comes into the chat and talk to him about it. He might be able to hook you up with these guys. A lot of options. Once you so how it works is you pick a design or two, and once you pick them, you have to pay for them. Once you pay for them, you own those 2 stickers, and then he can send you the files, and you can do whatever you want with them, change, adjust, print them yourself, or you can have him print and send them to you. Lots of options. The stickers that you make on Teespring are sucky unless you already have a high quality one you can upload to it, which I didn't. And they're expensive. They wanted I can't remember what they want for one of them stickers, but the price is ridiculous. Basically, it turns out to $1 a sticker through Jose's guy. Hey, Whip, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it can be difficult to make a design and figure something out, and that's why I just decided to let someone do it that has the equipment, knows what they're doing. And I said I wanted some greenery behind it. And I don't know. I think that looks pretty nice. I think Jose told me that this plant is actually a picture of his, and they just pulled this tiger barb picture from the internet. But it did a real good job. And I like the white. The white makes it stand out in chat. Like, I don't know if it'll do it on here. No, it just has me as host. But that's what I went with. I think it looks real nice. It's a little brighter, more positive than my darker original one. Obviously, it looks a lot better, and I'm pretty happy with that. This one seems to be the favorite for sure. Sticky Brand is a good sticker company. Okay. I don't even know. I have to look at the email. I don't know the name of his guy's company, but yeah, I like that a lot. And if you want to, you can add your social media icons on here. But, as the more you add, like anything, the price goes up and up. So I was just happy with this. And there was Santa Claus there. Merry Christmas. So that's it for the stickers. Definitely check out Jose. He's a good dude. If you see him, give him a shout out. He's an awesome person. And if you're interested in stickers that you can have 100% control over and that's high quality, see if you can get a hold of him and he get hook up with his nephew or his buddy in Mexico and get you some nice stickers. Like I like all you guys' stickers. Like, they're nice. Sir Melvin, Swiffle. Good to see everybody in here. So let me give you a little update on my goldfish. It came down with bloat for some reason. Um, I got them in QT. The Epsom salt baths really wasn't working much. I soaked them in Epsom salt baths every day. I might have skipped 1 or 2 days, but basically every day. And each time I increased the strength of salt and I increased the amount of time he was in there. It wasn't helping. So I was like, okay, time to put him in QT and add the medications. So now he's in a 20-gallon long QT tank. I got an Airstone running with a sponge filter. The sponge filter would help insta-cycle the aquarium. That's what I keep them around for. And I went ahead and added erythromycin. And this is a process of elimination. I'm trying to figure out what's causing the bloat. It can't be constipation because he only eats every other day. It's high quality, highly absorbed foods. And he is pooping. I seen poop coming out of him in the QT tank. So I don't believe it's constipation and digestive issues. So I did the erythromycin for the 2 days per instruction. Didn't seem to really get any better. Now you're supposed to double that dose, but I said, okay, well, if it's bacterial, this erythromycin should have maybe done something, maybe even a little bit. But the swelling hasn't even gone down. As a matter of fact, he's developed these 2 white clear sacs on the side coming out of his scales. That's the fluid in the body building up, finding a place to go. Goes to the pokes the scales out, pokes the eyes out, and then it'll go into, like that, clear sacs. Got it. Trying to find a place out. So last night I added General Cure. Let's go ahead and see if it's parasitic. Maybe we got a parasitic issue, maybe, because this could be caused by many things. We've tried 2 weeks of salt at different strengths and times. Now I tried 2 days with erythromycin. Now I'm trying 2 days of General Cure. If that doesn't fix him, luckily the API meds can be used safely together, General Cure, erythromycin. When I get done with the General Cure, I'm going to give him another dose after a water change, because you got to do about a 20% water change in between. I'm going to hit him with General Cure and erythromycin together again, and that's going to be my last thing I can do for him, because sometimes this could be due to organ failure, and if that's the case, there's not much I can do for that. But I always try my best to save my fish. So, yep, as soon as this General Cure runs its course, I got to add another packet Sunday at 6:30. Wait another 2 days, wait 48 hours. Yeah. And 2 days. And then if he's not getting any better by then, I'll do a 20% water change. I'll put General Cure and erythromycin in at the same time. And that's the very last thing I can do for him. And keep in mind, I do have salt in this tank with him as well, because salt helps aid meds. But anytime you're adding salt or meds, or especially together, you need to add an Airstone for increased oxygen. I've done that. He's fine. He's swimming around. But I'm hoping I can get a hold of this thing and get this bloat fixed with this guy. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, buddy. I liked your canister filter video. Like I told Patty's Aquatics, the only thing that you guys do that makes me nervous is you clean the bio rings out in tap water. I do everything but the bio rings. But I know you guys have been doing it and you don't have any issues with it, so it works and it's fine. I just can't bring myself to soak my biological media in tap water. I'm fine with anything else, sponges, cleaning the entire, spraying the damn thing out with the hose. But there's just something about soaking my biomedia in tap water. I just can't bring myself to do it. But I know it works for you guys, so it's obviously fine. It's just one of them things, It's never too early for beer for me. Hey, Whip, I get a hold of you after the holidays. I'll find something up where I can come up and bring you some plants. Hey, Cecil, good morning. I'm just running in to say hello. My lady is going out. I want a Pleco sticker. All right, Cecil, sounds good, buddy. Nice and quick to the point, my kind of style. Come on, Jesse. Water is just fine. Come on, Jesse. Tap water is just fine. I know. I've been cleaning my stuff with tap water for a while. I just can't. It's just something with the dang biological aspect of it. I hate to. I know. We all know now that there's not enough chlorine and chloramines in tap water that kills off all the bacteria we have. It's never an issue. But honestly, my biological media doesn't even get that big. It sits in trays. It's not contained in a bag, like a media bag, so it doesn't get all brown and gunked up. I never have to really rinse it off, anyways. Yeah, I know you rinse it. That's what I meant. Now, whip, Brandon. There's Tommy. Good to see you, buddy. We were having a fantastic conversation in the Instagram VIP chat. Whip, I can't believe you're not in there. You in the Instagram chat with I think Mad Max created it. But we were having a good time in there yesterday. I call it the Instagram VIP chat. You have to be VIP. There's a $1,000 buy-in to get in. But once you're in, you get all the perks. All that money goes right to Mad Max, and he buys his cigars with it. Just kidding. There's no buy-in. No difference between cleaning sponge and rings and tap water. I get it. I got it. I understand. It is no different. I think that was supposed to be thought. So we talked about the stickers. Let me bring that up, Jim, for the people that are just coming in, because we got a lot more people in. I need you guys to pick. Do you like this one? I wonder if there's a way I could do a side by side. How do I do a side by side? There's the Pleco. I don't know how to do it. I'll just do it this way. And there's the Pleco. And then here's my old one. That was my, the one I've had for a couple of years now. A little darker, but as you can see, the quality just isn't as good. This is just a straight up picture from a phone. The other ones look a little bit more professional. Yes, I got to get some pan. Well, I'm just waiting for you to send some to me. Jody P, good to see you. But I was talking to my wife, what should I buy into on IG and what is for all money does to the say less. Nothing goes to me. That was just a joke. Get your turn Tuesday. List's filling up quick. Yes, we need Pandagars. They're awesome. So you will have to. I gotta get some of them every time. I just gotta make some. Oh wow, the koi pit is in. Good to see you. Hello, fish peeps. I watch your stuff. That's very neat. situation you got down in there. I think that's the first time you've come in here, maybe, but good to see you. So we talked about the stickers. Swiffle's lurking in the trucking. And we talked about QT and the fancy goldfish. Who was it? Cecil, I think, or Raisin wanted the Pleco one. So, having said that, anybody's more than welcome to come in. Come up, show their tanks, Just tap the link, brings you right in, and come up and chat with me if you want. It's right there. Of course, I always like to do that. So, there it is. Maybe the koi pit is at home and he wants to come up and show us that coolness. But no pressure. Grant says, Joe, you got your homework done? Mine's been done for a while, but it was rough going. P-Tech says just about getting into it. Tap the link, come on up. Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. Come up and show the tanks, tell us your stories. I don't know if Whip's home or not. It sounds like the Tiger Barb is the winning pick for most. It's always very close. So it's like a 50-50. It's basically a 50-50 mix with that. Surprised that bird ain't chirping over there because she's been very loud the last couple of days. I don't know what her problem is. The convicts in this aquarium right here, they're getting big. These two of them were really small. The bigger ones here, I think they're a pretty fish. They've got the blue fins. They got some orange spots on their bellies. Real nice. I don't know what species that is, but I really enjoy these convicts. I had a red tail shark in here at one point, but unfortunately, and I still don't know how he got in it, there was a Seashade Nano powerhead on the other side, and somehow he got in there, and it chewed him up. I got to do some algae cleanup. I hear you, Garcia. I said that's a price tag on his live stream. Man, you going live from Petco? Appreciate you coming in. There's Bunny. Hey, Bunny, I like the Pleco. Looks like he's laying on a bed of salad. It does. I said the same thing. That plant looks like he's on a plate of salad. Greens, since Florida restaurants are designing recipes made with Plecos, since they're invasive. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Bunny. I thought that same thing. They do look like they're on like a plate of salad. That's funny. But I'm glad to see you coming in, Bunny. Good to see you. Right straight behind me, you can see this back here. That's the fancy goldfish tank. There's a golden dojo loach in there too, but you see those two big pieces of driftwood. Those two pieces of driftwood will be going in the 300 when it's up and running, along with several of the plants in there and some other plants. I had to rush and put them back in here when the glass cracked, but I've got lots of good, a great setup for that tank once I get her fixed. As you can see on the back glass of the Oscar tank there, I got a lot of brown algae built up. I don't mess with it. I leave it there. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it creates a natural look. Wally, hey Wally, good to see you. And so, been over at Rumble. threw another video up there. I got on Rumble and looked at my last video, put it had like 68 views, which is massive for Rumble. Johnny No Shoes is over there. He's got a lot of videos over there. But, you know, I was tossing around maybe because I like to multi-stream. I would go live through YouTube solely if I could bring people up on the fly. You can't do that on YouTube unless you schedule it with them prior. And I don't think the YouTube platform allows you to do all these neat features too, like with the different backgrounds and such. So I can do things like this. What do you guys think about the moving backgrounds? Does that mess with you, or do you like it? It's one thing I was curious about. But you can't do stuff like that on the YouTube platform. But one thing I was thinking about doing, because I always stream to YouTube and Facebook, I want to add a third one in, and I'm thinking about doing it on Rumble. I had Rumble a year or so ago, quit doing it. It was pretty dead. Now Jim and Tommy went over there, and, you know, there's more people on there than I thought. MNC Aquatics is over there, and they're all following to me now, and I'm following back. I think Christine's over there. She's going to fix her account up, and we're going to follow each other. So maybe we can, because what's nice about Rumble is you get a little bit more freedom of speech over there. You don't have to worry about accidentally swearing or saying the wrong thing. But I got to figure out how to do it. I don't know how to just I think you got to find a stream key and then paste it over here. I don't know. It's trippy, man. Yes, it is distracting, and that's what I was wanting to know. That's why I never do the moving ones, because I thought that might be the case. Go straight up white. Right now they got Christmas ones going on. Like that. Now, I will say this about Restream. The prices are a lot better. We've discussed this before. I got rid of StreamYard because I want like $49 a month, and that's only just so you can stream to 2 channels. So their free version, you can only stream to 1 channel. If that's the case, I might as well do it through YouTube. So I got rid of them, and I went to Restream. This is their free account. With their free account, you can stream to 2 different channels, and that's what we're doing right now. We're live with YouTube and Facebook. But there's kind of like a caveat with that. So now, you know, it's always a give and take with anything. With StreamYard, if you use their free account, you still have their watermark like you do here, like you see up there where it says Restream. You have to pay to get rid of that. But if I remember right, I think with StreamYard and their free account, you can do things like add a background or add a video without having to pay. With Restream, you get a cheaper price and can stream to 2 locations, but you cannot do anything else unless you buy at least their cheapest package. You cannot add any backgrounds. You cannot add anything like you can with StreamYard. So it's like a give and take thing with everything. But still, I think it's worth being able to stream to 2 different platforms for free and get all these cool different features that are built in that are free, than having to pay $49 a month just to do basically the same thing. Guesting is the only thing I don't like about YouTube platform. I don't do any of the other stuff. I do have Ed and Skip, and sometimes exactly you have to have it scheduled to where I can bring any of you guys up on the fly with Restream and StreamYard. I know there's other ones out there. So there's the link. You guys can come up. No scheduling needed. You tap it and come in. So that's a feature I just don't want to, be without. I don't want to have to schedule. Because I think the awesome thing with YouTube's streaming is it's free, and you get 1080p with that. You don't get 1080p with these unless you pay. And a lot of times, you can't just buy the cheapest package. You have to buy the next one up like $50+ a month or whatever to get 1080p access. And the 1080p really, it looks better, but it's not such a difference that I feel like it justifies paying for it. I don't know. But you're right. The guest thing is the main reason that sticks me with these different platforms, because you can bring them up on the fly. You get all these cool different features that you can do. If you can bring up videos, I don't know if you can bring videos up in YouTube, like present videos like you do with StreamYard or Restream or not. I'm not sure how that works. I haven't played around with YouTube platform enough to know. StreamYard does have a free version, yes, and that works just fine for me personally. I don't stream to multiple platforms, so for me, it's not. Yeah, exactly. And I would stick with StreamYard and their free version if I could stream to multiple platforms. I want to be able to stream to at least 3. That's what I've always done. I want to be able to bring in more. I want to reach out to more people. The more you reach out, the more you network, the more people get to know you, the more people you bring in. Okay, you get your coffee and bacon whip. I already got my coffee here because I came prepared. Everybody's got bacon. Branton's got bacon going. Bakey. Eggs and bakey. So, right there. You see it? Right over there? Can you see it? There's a link in the chat. Tap it. Magical things happen. Because I really don't have other... I already talked about what I wanted to talk about. So, I need people to come up and show me their tanks, tell me some stories. Because other than that, it's just a hangout. What do you guys want to talk about? That's something I've never asked. What do you guys want to talk about on today's stream? Do you guys have anything interesting to happen? What are the fish to the right of you? Over here? This tank with your castles you got me in it? Oh, yeah, that'd be great, Koi Pit. The chat, the link's in there. Come on up, buddy. That'd be cool. Haven't had you on here before. That'd be absolutely amazing. Tara, are you talking about this tank right here I'm pointing at with the ones that got the castles in it that you gave me? If so, this is convicts. These are convicts. And I got videos on them. They got beautiful colors, blue fins, orange on their belly. All right. We've got the Koi Pit coming in.
Trying to.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you? I can hear you pretty good.
Oh, right on. Let's see. I'm trying to get you to... Oh, Jesus.
I've seen your stuff out there, man. I was surprised to see you come in here. That was cool.
Yeah, I figured why not just jump on. I wish I could... I had something I could show you as far as the pond went, but it's snowy and bleak, and
that's okay.
It sucks outside right now.
Yeah. Tara, if you're talking about this tank, these are my Oscars. Yeah, don't make fun of my Blackbeard algae swiffle.
Well, those are some pretty big tanks you got.
I got 3 125s. I got a 300 over here. I got to repair. Right here is well, I could get myself right. This is like I think it's a 65 tall, and then behind it's 2 75s, another 55 over there. Then I got a 29, a 30, more another 55, things like that. Hi, Porch. Tara in there is my sister. She's a big cat person.
Oh yeah, Yumi, come here.
Yep, Tara, those are my Oscars.
Well, that's our cat.
There's Push. So where's that pit at? Like, how do you get to that? I've always wondered, like, where you have the koi pit, right?
Yeah, I call it. I think I ever explained in any of my videos why I call it that, but it's like the money pit.
Yeah.
You know. It's just in the backyard. Let's see. Back door's broken. Don't need the cat following me outside.
Mhm.
So is there a setting where I can flip this around?
Yes, if you go to settings and then camera, you'll see a button you could toggle mirror to mirror your image.
That extra camera?
No, just say settings, camera, and
Setting.
there should be a. Oh, you wanted to flip. My bad. I thought you were trying to mirror your image. You got it.
No, that's trippy because it's mirroring it right now.
Right. And you can change that too.
All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's the pit.
Wow,
Covered
very
up.
cool. It looks like you're building off on it there.
Yeah, I'm building a deck on the side of it right now.
Okay, very cool.
Which it's looked like this for probably 2.5 months, 3 months now.
Okay.
I ran out of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
that
then
happens.
winter came, and I said I'll finish it in the spring. But I got the pond covered up. I'm trying to help with the temperature swings a little bit, so the fish aren't getting as stressed out.
Okay.
And got my whole filter room set up back here.
Wow, look at all that. Oh, I forget the name of that style of filtering. What is that called again?
It's a moving bed filter.
Moving bed. Yeah, that's a ton. What do you got the that name's escaping me too. What are those little rings called?
Sorry, what now?
What are those rings called again?
Oh, the stuff in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's K3 Media.
K3 Media. You got a ton of K3 in there.
I got 6 cubic feet of K3 Media in here.
Wow. That is neat. And that's like
Well,
a filter house.
Well, here's what's crazy, man. Let me unplug the air pump real quick.
Hey, Christine. Good to see you. Hi, Stan.
Oh. Is this Kate, like, once it all floats up to the top, you'll see there's like hardly anything in there. I mean, there's a lot of it, but considering the size of the filter, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot.
So, did you make that? Like, what is that?
I built it out of plywood, fiberglass, polyester resin, and gel coat.
So you basically have an aquarium right there. You're just using it as a filter.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
A big sump. Oh, I see that.
So
That's a ton, though, man. That's a lot.
yeah.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to unplug it and plug it back in.
I always like the moving beds and seeing how they float around like that. And you got a massive one. That's cool.
Yeah. I got 3 trickle towers right here.
Did you do all this work yourself?
Yeah, I built all these, plumbed everything in here, ran all the electrical. Got upflow with another little filter over here. But anyways, can't really show you the fish, but show you the filter room at least.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. What's the temperature of the water?
Oh, I don't even know. Cold.
It's temperature cold.
Yeah. In the middle of the summer, I'll take a dip in there with them, but this time of year, it's The water temperature in my greenhouse pond is, I think, 53 degrees is what it said this morning.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh boy. So much condensation builds up in here.
Yeah. How do you heat that there?
Well, I just got these 2 little heat lamps.
Okay.
That seems to do it. And oh, there's the koi I got in here. Not sure how well that comes up, but
I can see that one there.
yeah, he's a Marutan Senki. I've been pretty excited about him, watching him grow. But they're all still pretty young.
No, that's cool. And what size is that, one of those like stock ponds? Stock
Yeah,
tank?
it's a stock tank. It's 1,000 gallons.
Okay.
I got it from a farmer way up north. He just had it stored in his barn.
That's one thing I considered that I wanted to do. No more aquariums. I'm happy with what I got, but I got enough space to put like a stock tank. And I thought about one of the 300-gallon ones and have an indoor pond kind of like that.
I think that'd be awesome. I think
Yeah.
everybody needs a pond.
Something different, you know. And I've got plenty of fish that would enjoy the extra space.
Oh, now my phone's all wet, and I can't get it to flip around.
We'll just start warming up for you where you're at.
Probably March.
Okay.
I'm in Utah. And
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, geez, it gives you lots of camera options.
Yeah. I don't see any difference between the 01 front, 02 front. I just pick one, front or back, and then if you want to mirror it, you can mirror your image so it's not backwards for you.
Mm.
Well, that's cool. Appreciate you showing us that. I love seeing that huge filter you made.
Yeah, that thing's crazy. Well, whereabouts are you in the country?
I live in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I've lived here for 8 years now.
Wait, how long?
I've lived in North Carolina for about 7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years. Oh my God, I thought you said 70 years. I was like,
Oh.
good, man.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, geez.
Well, I look good for my age, and so that's what you got. That's your koi pond outside and your koi pond inside. That's what you do. You don't have no aquariums.
You know what? I used to have 3 saltwater aquariums. A few years back. Now I'm trapped in here. Give me a second.
Oh.
Everybody's gonna get motion sickness with me walking around.
No, that's okay.
No, I used to have a big 70-gallon saltwater aquarium, like a 25-gallon, and then a little 15-gallon one. Saltwater's hard, keeping corals and stuff.
Yeah. That's what people ask me if I want to get into it, and I just don't want the extra salt, the extra maintenance of it, the extra cost. The fish are more expensive, but a lot of these guys, they have salt water, and they say, it ain't no different in freshwater once you get used to it.
I don't know. Maybe if you're just keeping fish. Corals, like, you're always testing everything.
Yeah.
Like, you're just trying to keep it balanced and keep it perfect, and nothing wants to do that.
Yeah, that's how I like my fresh. I want a hobby, not a chore.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. But our house is okay, come here.
I don't mind. I love cats and dogs. We got 3 big dogs, 1 cat, 82 fish, and 2 birds.
What kind of birds you got?
We got a Quaker and a cockatiel.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got a cockatiel? The big
Yeah,
old like.
yeah, he's my little buddy. I was just seeing him this morning. He'll talk to you. I actually have a video out on my channel. You can look. It's a short video. I think it's only like a couple minutes. But he's on there attacking my foot, and he's talking up a storm on there.
I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Yeah, they're fun, these birds. The Quaker parrot's bipolar, I think, man, or something, because we have a love-hate relationship. She likes me, I'm in the circle, and then if I do one thing wrong, like I carried a blue bucket through there, she's hated me for weeks now. She'll fly after me and attack me and bitch at me. It's like, oh my God. She hates me. She loves her mama though.
Oh, that's funny. You know, birds are funny that way. They decide who their person is, and then that's their person.
Yeah, you can't do anything wrong, and I'm out of the circle for weeks. It takes me so long to get into the circle of trust with her. If I do one thing wrong, even with my wife, but my wife can get away with it. For some reason, she can't have her hair down. If she goes in that room with her hair down, she has a fit. If she has glasses on, she'll take them off and throw them off. She hates them. But they're friends after that, as long as she conforms.
If you're in line, we're best buddies.
My sister has a question for you. Can you see it if I bring it up on screen?
Hold on. Why won't it scroll down? If I turn it that way. Oh no, I am not in the Army. Is it this hat that was bringing that question up?
Oh. Maybe. She was in the Army for 10 years.
Oh, okay. My wife is Korean, and my mother-in-law, she goes back and forth between here and Korea. We'll spend like 6 months in Korea and then 6 months back home. She has a house like 40 minutes north of us. And in South Korea, she lives in, I cannot remember the name of the town, but it's right next to the Osan Air Force Base. So it's basically like a military kind of town in South Korea. So she brought me this hat back.
Very cool. Okay, Bunny, that sounds good. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you on here again soon. So appreciate you coming in.
Bye, Bunny.
She says, I have one similar from my unit in Korea's.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah. Korea, not Korea's.
Korea's.
In the Koreas. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate you coming up and sharing that with us. It looked like it was cold out there.
It's not too bad.
What's the degrees there?
Let me look. It's 34.
34 degrees?
Yeah, it's not too bad today.
Yeah, it's a little warmer than that here. We had some 20s, a couple 20-degree nights and 30s, but I just hate when it's 34 as your high and then the low is 20s. And where I work, for some reason where I work, there's like a wind tunnel that goes through there. So you get that cold biting wind all day long and it doesn't stop.
That's awful. Y'all probably got more humidity over there too.
Yeah, it can be definitely in the summer. I mean, like I said, I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I'm a northerner. I like my cold weather. It gets too hot down here for me. So I actually like the cold. Now, I mean, I don't like just to be outside in the extended cold like anybody would, but I do like it cooler. I'm the kind of guy that'll sleep with his fan on in the wintertime because I like the noise and I like the airflow. I get hot. I'm a hot-blooded guy.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, I'll hang out in 105-degree weather and be just fine.
Yeah, see, I don't like all that heat. Because here's the thing, man. You can layer up when it's cold, but you can only get so naked.
Yeah. I mean, that's, my backyard's my domain. I'll not walk around back there naked, but
yeah.
I don't know. I can be outside in the heat. I'm fine with the heat.
Yeah. Raisin was saying, hey, koi pit just outside of Osan Air Base is Piontech. Not good on
Yeah,
the spelling.
Piontech. That's what.
Piontech.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
TN, good to see you, buddy. This guy streams a lot. He's putting a lot of content out there. He says 50 for him. 12 degrees. Ew.
Oh, that sounds awful.
There were some people last night on the stream saying they were negative. That's cold.
Be positive.
So what you getting into today? This weekend? What do you do for fun on the weekends when your ponds are all too cold to play with?
You know, I don't even know what to do with myself right now. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I work in the outdoor lighting industry, and the holiday season is hell. All the holiday lighting that we do. And so I've been working Monday through Saturday for like since October.
Yeah.
But things are like dead now because everybody wanted holiday lights up, already has them up. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point of having them up for like a week?
Yeah. So you have a day. So you got a day off, and you have no idea what to do with yourself.
Well, I took Thursday, Friday off, and then I'm taking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. I'm taking a week off of work, and I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, let's get some wood and finish building that deck.
Yeah. No kidding. Put my Carhartts on and just get to work.
Yeah, that's gonna be looking nice. I bet you have some sweet plans for that deck. You're probably gonna have some plants up there, and are you gonna make it so you can like sit and overlook your pond or something like that?
That's exactly the whole thought. You know, my biggest plan for that deck is to have a nice, comfortable chair and just read a book.
Yeah.
Because I started building this pond 4 years ago, around when COVID started.
Yeah.
I went out in the backyard with a shovel and I said, I'm going to build a pond. And then a year later, I stopped using a shovel because that was getting me nowhere, and I got the excavator.
Right. There you go. Get her done right. Tara said she was at Camp Page in the city of whatever that is when I was in Korea. Camp Page no longer exists, though.
Oh. Well, interesting.
Why doesn't it exist? What happened?
Yeah, I want to hear more now.
Yeah. Ty needs some indoor tanks if he's bored. That's what Stan says to you.
You know, I made a deal with my wife when I built the pond that I wouldn't have any more fish tanks.
Yeah.
And so I got to follow through with it. I've always wanted to build a big koi pond. It's been a dream of mine since I was like 16.
Yeah.
So I had to. I helped my dad build his pond.
Right.
And
now, do you have exclusively koi in there, or do you have goldfish too?
There's one goldfish in there.
Okay.
I think he's around 30 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's an old man right there.
Yeah.
I've heard of goldfish living that long, but never met someone who actually had one that old. So that's very cool.
Yeah, I inherited that one along with my two bigger koi fish in there from somebody in my local pond club who had to close up her pond. So.
Oh, that's great. And so you got how many koi you got? How many fish you got in that main one?
I think 13 or 14 fish are in there.
Uh-oh, look at Whip. I don't think he's going to show you again, Whip.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I can't see the...
He says, where is the koi pit at? I missed it.
You want to see it? I'll show you again.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Nah, happy to.
But he wants to see it.
Let's see. front camera.
Pick any of the back ones, and then if you want, you can mirror the image so it ain't messing with you. Here you go, Whip. Here, let me put you on the big screen.
It's not a whole lot to look at right now. Whip, but this is the pit.
And the filters come out of those five tubes there.
Yeah, I got these stainless steel spillways I built into the block wall.
Okay.
And it's actually a lot deeper than this, but I took these plastic pallets and I cut them up to fit the size so that I could put them in here. So this is actually my bog filter where I keep all my plants in the summer.
Okay.
So the water comes up through the bottom, right? It comes up through the bottom, filters through the pallets, and then ends up going out of those spillways. So the plants are in there and, you know, all the nitrates and stuff.
So that acts kind of like a refugium.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a refugium. Exactly.
Okay. That's neat. And then you built kind of like a what is the name of those things you got over top there? What are they called?
Oh, pergola?
Pergola. You got pergola kicking. That's cool.
Yeah, I got
pergola with a roof.
Yeah, it has like the not corrugated, the whatever it is.
Yeah, corrugated roof, poly roofing.
Yeah. And that's just to keep the snow and the ice and stuff off of it in the winter.
Yeah. Now that looks good. Did you ever think about being able to close it and heat it so you don't have to cover it in the winter?
I have. I've looked into getting an air source heat pump because that'd be the most energy efficient way I could do it. But they're a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'd probably be looking at like $2,500 for one.
Oh, wow. And what does that do? Does it heat the water or not the space?
Yeah, it would heat the water. I'd have to plumb it into everything.
Okay.
Well, there's that side of it. Then also the cost of running it. They're the most energy efficient way to do it in terms of BTUs, but they're still I don't know. I'm like, I'll just for now be okay with covering it up and not seeing them until the spring.
Right.
But that show Whip the moving bed filter.
Yeah, he built that Whip himself. That's cool.
And I also got the drum filter in here, which is pretty cool.
Oh, how's that work? Always turning?
Well, it's not running right now, but how it works is I got the 3 bottom drains and the skimmer in the pond that comes through these 4-inch pipes right here. Those 4 come into this box. This is like the pre-filter. So there's that chamber right there. I don't know if you can see the drum, that empty void in there.
Yeah.
All the water is forced and it has to come through this section right here. And this is like a super fine steel mesh. It's 70 microns.
Okay.
So any water that in the pond has to travel through this to get all the solids filtered out of it.
Okay.
And then let's see. I actually have it shut off right now, but periodically throughout the day.
Oh, cool.
It goes off and all the dirty water gets sent down this pipe right here.
Okay. Oh my God, there's more underneath.
Drum. And there's just a sump pump in there that pumps all that stuff out.
Okay. And you knew how to build all this?
The drum's pretty cool because I have never had to clean a filter in here.
Okay. And you installed all this? You built all this yourself? Can you hear me? Can you hear me still? Uh-oh, we lost him. I see. I knew something was going on because he couldn't hear me anymore. That was neat. Yeah, that's what I said. All those K2 medias floating around in there. It was neat. He built that himself too. That's an awesome setup. Holy K2 balls, Batman. Well, Coy Pitt, I think you accidentally left us, man. That's okay. I'm probably going to go ahead and shut her down for the day. I got some things to take care of. I really didn't have a lot to talk about other than what I did when we first came in the stream. He has a video. Oh, hold on. He looks like he's coming back here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait.
What I lost you.
Yeah. I was asking you questions and I don't think you could hear me, and then you just disappeared.
Sorry. Well, what were your questions?
Well, Christine answered it. I asked if you built all that. You got a video of you installing it on there.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Christine at Sweet Acre Koi.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Christine.
And Whip really liked that.
Oh, thanks, Whip. Glad you enjoyed it. I have fun showing it to people.
Oh yeah, you did a good job on that, man. And then you had that trap door, and there was more stuff down there. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. No, I used the full vertical space in that room when I excavated it. So, yeah, the moving drum filter. It all the dirty water gets drained into that 50-gallon barrel that's sunk super deep into the ground. And that has a sump pump in it, and it just pumps all the dirty water out. And I have plans for what I'll do with that water one day, but right now it just gets dumped into the backyard and waters all of my weeds. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I always save my water for my wife's houseplants, things like that.
oh,
seems to be a norm.
houseplants love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Say hi, Ty. Always good to see you, my friend.
Man, I wish I could figure out how to get this to work on my phone better. Unless I go vertical, I can't see the...
Oh. I think that does work better on StreamYard than Restream.
Yeah, I've never used Restream before.
Yeah, the only reason why I went to this, man, is because StreamYard's got very expensive. They want like pretty much $50 for you to be able to have all the features and stream to 2 different platforms, where Restream, this is free and you can stream to 2 different platforms.
Yeah, I remember somebody putting up a short about that, how much it was costing. I'm like, I had no idea.
It's insane, man, what they want. Well, they got stupid, so they got my shit list. So now I went to Restream. There's always going to be an upcoming app that's going to offer you things that you want to do for a lot cheaper, and that's one. I'm not spending $50 on a streaming app. No thanks.
A lot.
I'm not a professional streamer for what I do. It's just not justified. Now, if I was making stacks of cash and doing streaming whatever, video games or whatever, or even this, that'd be different, but I can't justify $49 a month.
No, that's a lot.
A lot of money to do what you can do for free.
Yeah.
Ty, where do you hang your hat? You in the Midwest? Utah, Whip?
Yep, I'm in the Rockies. We're in the West. Wild West. So with your fish tanks, I think I can see you got your Oscars on the right there.
Mm-hmm.
in that. It was a 125 or
Yep.
120. Okay, and then you said you had a 300.
Yeah, it's over here. It's my newest tank. I got it. I had to drive 2 hours to get it, 4 hours total. Got it back here. I already had a stand made for it, and then got it here. I did a leak test, no problems. Filled it up with sand and water, and I put my big. I was able to instantly cycle it with all this good media I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I even used sand from other tanks. Put my big 12-inch Pleco in there, and he was in there for about a week. And then one morning I come out and I looked like, what the hell is that? Bottom left corner, a crack started, and it's running over like a rainbow behind the overflow box, but it stops behind there, and there was absolutely no leaks. I'm like, well, great. So I got to looking, and I can see the people I bought it off of had it in a basement, and they had it in the wall, and it was very hard for them to get it out of the basement and in there. So I think they were kind of rough with it, and I think at one point they dinged that back corner, and there was no crack that I could see when I bought it. It didn't start running until I got it here and filled it up and had that pressure on it.
Oh, geez.
So now it's about 610. I already bought the silicone. It's going to be about $610 to replace that back glass. 8 foot long, 31 and a quarter high, half-inch thick.
Holy cow.
So once I save up enough money from YouTube and my PayPal account, I'm going to go ahead and lean that thing forward on some sawhorses, right where it sits, and start getting that glass off, get it out. Then I'll order my new glass, bring it in, put it right on there, and I'll let it cure for a couple days, and then I'll go ahead and reseal the entire tank. And I got the good stuff that's good up, that silicone that's good up to like something like 350 psi tensile strength, like strong stuff, because I want to do it right, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. And then once we get that going, I'm going to be moving these big Oscars in there. I'm growing 2 more Oscars out. I don't put my Pleco in there. I might put my Dempsey, my Blood Parrots, but we'll see how everybody gets along. You know how that goes.
Mm.
And then Jim from Happy Place Aquatics is going to be sending me some Severums for free. So just got to get it fixed. But I was bummed out. I don't use the overflows. I don't run sumps. I just run I got 2 canister FX6s to put on it. I can instant like cycle it again. So I was contemplating just cutting those overflow boxes out and not having them in there. Give me a little bit more room in the tank. I don't have to worry about it because it is drilled, but they're plugged. I could get rid of those and take the glass from the overflow boxes and usually literally cap them, just cap the drilled holes and silicone out.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I was definitely bummed out. That was my dream tank, 300 gallon. I found one. I'm like, God, got me some plexiglass for free and cut lids for it and everything. Then that happened. I'm like, ugh.
Dude, that's well, at least you got a game plan for getting it fixed.
Yes, I do. Uh-oh, Father Fish coming in. That is a major. It is a major repair job. But I got plans. I got the room. I got a plan to do it. And we're gonna get her done. The other thing I would like to get is those suction cups for glass to make it a little easier.
Those big old ones.
Yeah. But I think Lou said Father Fish, I think he said something about coming over to help me do it or something. I could be wrong, but you know Father Fish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've heard of him before.
Yeah, he comes in and hangs out with me from time to time.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
He's a member of the channel too. M&C, I didn't think I say hi to you. Hey, glad you come in, buddy. Glad my new 350 has never been used, but it's acrylic. Okay, go ahead, M&C. You want to send me that tank? I'll take it. Just to help you out, to get it off your hands, give you some more room. You can send that tank to me.
So I'm curious. Do you know a lot of other content creators in your part of the country
that actually live here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember that one guy. He's from Charlotte, not far from me. Wizzle. He lives in Charlotte. I've learned and met a lot of people over the last couple of years being on here. Um, Tommy, the resident alien, he's in Texas, but I'm not sure how many people live in North Carolina. I know Bwizzle.
Mm.
I can't remember that other guy, his name. Somebody had him up on a live stream. I can't remember his name. But I know there's a few more. I just don't know where they actually live. But I know, like, I'm not real sure where Whip actually lives. I should probably know that at this point, but I can't remember. Oh, KG Tropicals lives in North Carolina. You know KG Tropicals, John and Lisa.
No, I don't. I'm gonna have
They're
to check their stuff out.
they're a bigger channel, and he lives in actually only like maybe a couple hours from me.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. The U.S. It's a big country. You'd think that there'd be more people around you, and then you realize this is already kind of an isolating hobby. And then
Dee Dee lives out there. Okay, KG Tropical. So who else? Whip. Yeah, okay. I was going to say Chicago Whip. I was going to say that. But yeah, there's a ton of us that do this, man. When I first got into this, I didn't realize how many people did this. And but one thing that's great about it is I met a lot of good people. You learn a lot. You network. You know, it's fun.
yeah,
Fun to really like. This is the first time I've had you up. I can say I've talked to you and met you, and I don't know. I gotta see. I know I've seen your stuff out there. I'm gonna make sure that I'm subbed to you right now.
oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Appreciate it.
Let's see here. Search. Koi Pit. Here you are. Subbed. You now have 733.
Woo!
And then I can actually see the pictures of how you installed it and built it. And I'm definitely going to get you some watch time hours here.
Oh, hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So what I do, man, I have a TV in here, and I'll do that to kind of help a lot of the smaller channels. I got a TV up here, and if you have any, like, do you have any playlists created?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Because I'll put your playlist up there and just let it run all day. And I make sure I like them and all that. I like to help get people's watch time hours up. Plus, I get to watch it too. I'll put it up there when I'm doing things, when I'm doing stuff in here. And so I'm going to get your stuff up there too.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Whip sub to you. Yes, if you guys aren't subbed to Koi Pit, you need to do it. If anyone that was in here and saw that awesome setup he did over there, you can see how he made it and installed it. It's all on there, and you can see that thing in action in the warmer months.
Yeah, when gosh, I can't wait for spring.
Yeah.
I can't wait to not be cold.
Yeah, I don't mind the cold myself, like we were talking about. Here comes the dang heat and the bugs and the mosquitoes and the flies and the sweating. I'm not complaining. I like all weather. I'm not one of them people, but I do like it colder than I like it warmer. Now, Utah, you got the humid or you got the dry heat?
Oh, it's dry as can be out here.
So that's a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah. Oh, I should clarify when I say I love the heat. I don't think I could do heat in like the South where it's humid and hot.
Yeah.
But dry heat, I can hang out in the desert all day.
Yeah. Never been to the desert.
Well,
there's the link, Father Fish, if you feel like coming up. He usually comes up. I think I can have 3 people on here. I know I used to be able to do it with Restream. Yes, I can have 3. I've done it.
Oh, cool.
Because I'll do these show and tells where people can come up and show their tanks and things like that. And Father Fish does a show and tell as well, but he gets a lot more people in his. Because he's a big channel.
Yeah, I've watched some of his videos before.
Yeah, he usually comes up, but if not, that's okay. He might be busy.
He's he advocates for keeping your hands out of the tank
Yeah.
and letting it do its thing, which I think makes sense.
Yeah, and I've been talking about things like that. Less is best. I always say less is best. Just leave it
Right.
alone. Leave it alone. Don't create problems. Things like that to that nature.
Yeah, I had a hard time with that when I had saltwater aquariums. Felt like whenever I left it alone, I'd come back and I'd have more issues than when I had my hands in there. But maybe that's just because I didn't leave it alone long enough.
Yeah. There he is. Good to see you.
Hey guys,
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you all?
Doing good?
Doing well. Good to meet you, Father Fish.
That Coy's, like you said, you posted it. Yeah.
It's a little hard to hear you.
I may need to kick my. Oh, you know what? Ah, my mic is laying on the floor.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Let me get it hooked up here.
Yes, better than a wet heat moose.
Give me a second.
That's all right. Yeah, saltwater is something I have absolute no experience in. I thought about it a couple times, but I don't know if I want to get into it or not.
You know, saltwater tanks. I think the saltwater hobby, it feels a lot like standing in
Is
a
that
cold
better?
tap ripping up $100 bills.
Yeah. I can hear you much better, Mr. Fatherfish. So, yeah, you can drop some bones real quick, and then you got to get the hydrometer or whatever it's called to make sure the salinity's right, and you got to have the water pre-made and ready to go for top off, so water changes and the freaking
All right.
fish.
You don't need to do all that. Let me show you something. See that?
Yeah.
That's a saltwater tank.
Okay.
It's a brackish tank. Everything in it is out of the bay, Chesapeake Bay.
What'd you say there?
You said it all came from the Chesapeake Bay.
Oh.
On YouTube. I'm getting feedback there. Everything in there is out of the Chesapeake Bay. Actually, it's from Assateague, which is right on the ocean.
Okay.
It's got fish in it. It's got gobies. It's got an eel in it. Bunch of stuff I caught locally. I have $0 in that. I never do water changes in it. It's got a 3-inch substrate that I dug out of the bay when I set it up. So it's natural. It's 100% natural.
How do you do top offs?
I have a lid on the top, so I get very little evaporation. I top off with tap water.
Do you dechlorinate it or just put it in?
There is no chlorine in my water. If there were, I would put a vitamin C tablet. A 1000 K vitamin C tablet will dechlorinate 400 gallons of water.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have tested it in a laboratory environment, and it's really remarkable. It also removes chloramine, and there is no negative waste. The waste is biological. So it actually, by using a vitamin C tablet, you actually are benefiting the environment because you're increasing the nutrients for the plants and other micro life in the environment.
I'm learning a lot right now.
And it's nearly free.
So you said 1,000 milligram vitamin C
yeah,
tablet.
one tablet, one vitamin C tablet, which is 1,000 mg, I think, or 5,000 something.
Well, you can buy different ones. Which ones does it need to be?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, it does such a huge amount of water that it really doesn't matter.
So what you're telling me is I can get rid of my Prime, my Seachem Prime, and just keep a bottle of vitamin C tablets in here.
That's it. That's exactly right. And it does not have all of the negative chemicals that are in Prime.
That's why I'm asking you, because I'd
Right.
love to get away from dechlorinators.
It's 100% effective, and it works. It works to break down chloramine as well.
Chlorine, chloramine, what about heavy metals?
Don't know about that. Probably not. Um, Heavy metals are a whole other issue. I don't much pay any attention to it because it's typically not a problem unless you got a pretty rarefied situation.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not going to be an issue.
how can you even test? Like, how do you even
Well,
test for tap water
that's
for that?
right. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And how would you know otherwise?
I mean, we drink it.
Right.
Now I'm going to try this.
At a certain level, you have to trust the government, at least minimally, to do the job it's supposed to be doing, which is to keep an eye on the water we drink.
Right.
It ain't 100% by a long shot, but I think unless you got reason to question it,
Well, how does the vitamin C actually do that? Like, how's it get rid of that, dechlorinate?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But it works, and you've been doing
But
it.
it works, right?
Mm.
Well, we tested it with blind tests. We tested it against Daphnia. So it was a referential test. We put Daphnia in chlorinated water and it died. We put a vitamin C tablet in the chlorinated water and then put Daphnia in and they lived. So that's the kind of test we did. And we did that blind. We did it in a laboratory setting. So it was done carefully and appropriately. We actually have a technician, a lab tech on staff who runs those kinds of tests for us.
And I'm assuming, tested the chlorine, chloramines, and it came up 0.
Pardon?
And I'm assuming she tested the chlorine and chloramines with a test kit.
No, because we can't afford that equipment. That's a $15,000 piece of equipment.
Oh wow!
So no. But
I got you on that.
We do know that it was chlorinated and chloraminated water because it's municipal, and that's what they put in it. So we know what goes in at the source, where the water plant is.
Okay.
So we don't need to test it in that respect, and it's not going to show up in a well. So it only happens in municipal water systems.
Christine wants to know if the plants are from the bay as well.
Yes.
Raised.
I think I only have, there may be a little bit of macroalgae in there. It's mostly just algae. There are some plants in the bay. I have yet to find a really good collecting spot. So what I have is not a lot. I did find one place that was an ancient midden, midden. A midden is actually a dump that the native tribes thousands of years ago, where they would throw all their trash, their oyster shells, their everything, and just form a huge trash pile, typically right on the edge of the water. I found one that contains an enormous amount of small fish and small invertebrates. I got 3 or 4 different kinds of gobies out of it, number of different kinds of crabs and shrimp. Just a really remarkable place. Even found a few Indian arrow
Oh,
points,
neat.
they're called. Yeah, neat place. And it's remote. It's right on the bay, uh, off of farmland, without any habitation within miles. It's sitting right on a marsh.
That's cool. You always find the cool spots.
Oh, super place.
Raisin says he's been using the vitamin C for all my top off bottles, and it's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap and easy, and it does the job.
It doesn't mess with the pH much either. There are two types of vitamin C:
That's
the
right. That's
ascorbic acid.
exactly right. Yeah,
But it's not enough to mess with anything.
right.
Stan says he must
Hey,
be on.
Daniken, good to see you, Kenny.
Stan says he must be on your naughty list.
Uh, Kenny.
Duckweed will absorb some heavy metals.
Well, all plants do.
Mm.
So my tanks are all full of plants. So it's sort of a lot of things are naturally controlled by a natural system. That's what people don't understand about natural systems. They're all worried about things like parasites. In a natural system, parasites have got so many enemies they can't get established. That's why you don't find, for example, you never find an ick infestation in nature. Simply
Right.
does not exist. Fish
Yeah.
don't die in nature from ick. They die in fish tanks from ick because it has no competitors in your fish tank, whereas it has unlimited competitors in nature.
Right. Yeah. When you're closed in, our little closed in, secluded little boxes.
Yeah, if you're trying to maintain a sterile environment, what you're really creating is what do I want to call it? A petri dish for poisons.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a death trap.
That's what I was-
A sterile tank is a death trap.
That's what I was just talking about in my last live stream. Right now, I used to do monthly water changes. Well, I excluding my Mbuna tank, it's a 75-gallon overstocked Mbuna tanks. They just keep reproducing. So I have to do some water changes on that one. But all these other ones, I'm leaving it go. I'm gonna see how far I can go. So far, no problems.
Well, it becomes obvious when you need to do a problem. The
Mhm.
water gets discolored, the fish start acting, like they're not real happy.
Right.
You start getting an odor, maybe. Things start going wrong, and if you're alert to that, if you're paying attention to what's going in your tank, then you see there's a negative change. And typically, the simplest solution for that is to do a relatively minor water change. I rarely do more than 20%. Usually, it'll be 10%.
Brent wants to know if lead contamination from lead pipes affect fish.
Huh.
And if interested, you know your ponds too, right, Father Fish?
Sure.
Koi, do you know Ty over here with the Koi Pit?
No, I haven't met him.
Well, he's got an awesome setup that he built. If he's willing to show it for a third time, he might not be wanting to.
All
But
right.
you gotta check his setup out. He's got a awesome little koi pond, a couple of them. But
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
All right. Let's see
thank you,
here.
Ty.
Settings.
You gotta check him out. It's a pretty cool setup. He's gonna show you this pond. Right now it's covered, but he also has a cool filter house built onto it.
Oh,
He's gonna take you outside here.
where do you live?
I am in Utah. I'm in Salt Lake City.
Mercy. A little cold out there.
Yeah, a little bit. Not too
I'll
bad
put 'em
today, though.
A little
Put 'em on.
snow on the ground. Oh, yes.
So, Father Fish, this is my 6,000-gallon koi pond. So,
Wow.
I'd be really interested to know how many vitamin C tablets I'd need.
Gee,
But right now, everything's covered.
probably a handful. I don't know.
Let's see.
10 would be 4,000.
No, the fish are all on the other side. But anyways, so the way I got it built, this is like my upper reservoir. It works as a bog filter. All my plants right now are being kept in my greenhouse where my other pond is.
Okay.
But the water all ends up coming up through here, comes out through these spillways, falls into the pond. That's where I keep the plants.
You got some really good carpentry skills.
Oh, thanks. I do my best. In the middle of building
Pretty
my deck
impressive.
right now. But,
That deck's going to be wonderful.
thanks. I'm looking forward to it.
You can see it in action, Stan, if you go to his channel too. I sub to him.
And this is my pump room back here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I've got a 300
Yeah,
gallon.
the tri-system. That's neat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that wet system. I really, there are a couple of major fish houses in Florida that use that system.
Mm-hmm.
What's your media in it? Are they?
It's primarily K3 media, but there are a couple little tiny K1s floating around in there too.
Oh yeah. Wow. Pretty slick. That
I
holds
got
up a lot better. The original systems used sand.
Yeah, those old sand filters.
Yeah, and they after about a year, the sand wore itself out. It just it grinded against itself enough that it disappeared. Yeah, when it just became microscopic.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Thank you. Then I got these 3 trickle towers right here.
Huh.
And
what's in there?
In these, I have like a, let's see.
Oh, wow.
The water flow's turned down a ton right now, but it's this porous ceramic media.
Holy cow.
So that's what houses all of my bacteria for the showers.
Pretty impressive.
And then I also have this upflow filter here.
Yeah.
That goes into this little shower. I mean, my original thought with this was to create a gravity-fed like practitioner, but it didn't work out the way I had envisioned in my mind. I needed this thing to be a lot taller to be able to get it to foam up enough.
You could run a lot more than 4,000 gallons on that.
Oh,
you got plenty of expansion capability.
You're right. You know what, that is my biggest regret. And I know a lot of pond people say this, that their biggest regret was not building it bigger.
Yeah, right.
And I
That's
thought,
all right. It'll expand.
I dug the hole. I looked at it and thought, okay, I'm actually a little uncomfortable with how big this pond is going to be. But now that I'm done, I'm like, man, I could have easily done like another 6,000 gallons on this thing.
Exactly. Well, you know, all is not lost. You can always do another pond.
Yeah, speaking of doing another pond, this fall I did another one.
Oh. Yeah, I want to see this greenhouse. Oh, how nice.
I'll get your question answered shortly here,
I got a 1,000
Brandon.
gallon stock tank that I keep all of my plants in.
Huh. Is that papyrus?
Oh, I'm sorry?
The plant, is that papyrus?
You know what? Yeah, that is a papyrus right there. with its
Huh.
big old palm sticking out.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sure enough.
Yep, I got a bunch of umbrella grass back here. I've got some society garlics.
How nice.
I forget what a lot of this stuff is. And then I got that monstera that my wife didn't want in the house anymore. So I said,
Right.
put it in the greenhouse. We'll see how it does.
I need some Monstera. I want to get some Monstera popping out of the top of my 300 when I get it fixed.
Yeah, I found a couple of them locally. Pretty nice. I will get on your channel and let me invite you to join us. We have live streams twice a week, Wednesday and Sunday. 6 for a couple hours, 6 to 8 my time. That would be about 4 o'clock your time.
On Sundays?
Yeah, Sunday and Wednesday. It's two times, and it's always
Okay.
show and tell. We're always inviting people up.
I'd love to come.
That'd be great fun. We'd like to show you off and share what you're doing. We got some pond people who would be very interested. I'm very interested. That's pretty impressive.
Well, thanks.
So
Yeah, I'd love to come up.
that'll be cool. And Whip put his channel link in the chat, Fatherfish.
Thank you. Yes.
I do got to answer. We never did. I asked that question about the lead pipes affecting fish from Branton, and he was one.
I was avoiding it actually.
Well, then he came in later because he noticed that and said, "Did my question get answered?"
Right. No, it did not.
Well, hey guys, I'm sorry. I gotta bounce. You guys gonna be on for a little while longer?
I gotta go. I've got a customer here.
Yeah.
My store is open.
Okay. I usually jump off at the 2-hour
I
mark.
do not have an answer for the lead,
Okay.
but I'll work on it.
Okay. Appreciate you coming up, Ty.
Nice to see you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Thanks for letting me come hang out.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll catch
Come
you
on.
later.
Yeah. Come on by on the on our live stream.
Okay.
Bye guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Lou. And then there was one. So he doesn't really have an answer for that. But that was cool. Got somebody new up, met Ty at Koi Pit, and I got Fatherfish come up today. That was enjoyable. Really good. So, but I think I'm gonna stop for here, guys. I'm 10 minutes shy of being 2 hours. That's good enough. I got some things I want to do. I'm really thirsty. I got to get some more coffee. So I certainly appreciate everybody coming and hang on. It's always fun. I think you guys enjoy it too. If you want to see about what I was talking about at the beginning of the live stream was regarding the stickers, and pick one of your favorites and listen to that conversation so you can caught up on that. And then you'll know what's going on there. Thank you, Christine, for coming in. And I want to thank everybody here and thank all my members and subscribers. And even if you're not a member or subscriber, you just come in and chat. I love it. I love all the activity. There can only be one. 240, I didn't get a chance to say hi. And I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Oh, no. I wouldn't mind it. But I don't know. I have a hard time sitting here for 2 hours, let alone 3 or 4. Dan think has been blacklisted. You must have got a question to get answered. Stumped him. Yeah, he didn't know. I learned something too about the vitamin C tablet. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Who said you could end the stream? The board. The execs on the board, they said it's time to shut her down. Now to then, I'd love to stay on, but I don't think I can sit here for that long. Some of you guys do. I don't know how you guys sit in the chair that long. I can't do it. I'm just not built that way. I get antsy. I'm thirsty. I'd love to stay on longer, but I do have to hang it up. So As always, certainly appreciate you guys. Certainly appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. We will see you Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to talk some more. So, again, don't forget to check out the beginning of the live stream so you can pick your sticker if you didn't pick on the post that I put out. And we will catch you guys later. You're the best.